Hello, everybody. How we do? Ika, go to bed. Ika is clearly not in bed. How are we all doing? I hope we're doing fantastically. Recently I have been playing the remake for Final Fantasy XIV, Cutscene, go away. Not yet. Not yet. And I've never played Final Fantasy before, so I'm like, maybe I should give the MMO a try because it has a free trial, and like, I don't know, maybe I'll like it. I don't know. So here we are. I'm just gonna play the opening movie. I know nothing about the franchise really. Pretty bad, but it's fine. I need to turn the game sound up. Let me do that. Let me do that real quick before anything else. That sounded pretty quiet. Okay, here we go. Hydaelyn. I don't think that changed the volume at all.
A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Amid azure seas, encompassing the westernmost of the 3 great continents, there lies a realm.
Why does that look like North America?
By gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea.
I'm not going to remember these names. Hodge.
Chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations.
That dude's tall.
Age of peace, the astral eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral.
And then one day the Fire Nation attacked. Probably.
In the year 1572 of the 6th and most recent astral era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all.
Oh my god.
Desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamud, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machinations.
What, just an entire fudging moon crash into the planet?
Emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm.
Oh, so the Fire Nation did attack. Noted.
The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end.
Fudging rip. Oh, so they all died. The end. That's it. GG's. Fun over. Everyone's dead. We love that. We love
5
death
years
and chaos.
come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on.
Oh my god, I know that's a chocobo, and that's all I know about this franchise.
And prosperity.
Well, I know a little more, but I know those are chocobos.
Period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten.
Oh, I suppose that's meant to be us. Wait, if I press new character or like start the game, it's not going to play this opening cinematic, is it?
May he ever walk.
What if it does? I just played the opening cinematic for no reason. I hope it's skippable. Oh no. Okay, well, whatever. Start. World? Okay, right. So, I guess this is the world. What's the difference between... Oh, I see. So they're all materia, but then I've got... I don't know how this works. I don't know. Whatever. New character. Yeah, I'd love to create a new character. I have no appearance data to load from because... Fudge. Race and... Oh my god, what are the races? Okay, so we have the higher. They look like boring humans. First arrived from the surrounding continents and islands. 3 great migratory waves later, they are now the most populous of all the races. They exhibit a relatively modest physique. I wish I could like make the text and stuff bigger, but it is what it is. They're known for peculiarly short, rounded ears. Yeah, they're humans. The world said traveling long distance by foot. Their espousal of an eclectic variety of languages and traditions is a legacy to the diverse heritage, as is their resulting lack of unified cultural identity. They're humans. And then we have like these elf looking folk, elvish looking people. They were the sole inhabitants, so I guess they were like what, the original inhabitants. I don't know. Traditionally nomadic, the tall people believe the realm to be theirs by divine right. Yeah, they're the original. The belief made the eventual appearance of the Hyaya akin to an invasion, and a long history of conflict endured. The Elezen diverged into 2 clans that exist today. The Wildwood Elezen took to the forests to protect their homeland, and the Duskright withdrew to caves and subterranean. Okay, so we have the forest elves and the cave elves, I guess. Oh my god. These guys are tiny. You can play as tiny little... Oh my god. A wee people sporting stout rotund bodies, they appear as no more than children to the eyes of most. Many of these nimble little folk hail from the islands of South Seas, where they practice a simple agricultural lifestyle. It was not until the opening of maritime trade routes that the gradual migration began. They're so tiny! They're one of the most well-established races that can be found in great numbers in nearly every city. Their culture places great emphasis on blood relations, but they're known for getting along with members of all races. Okay. Are these cat people? They're cat people. They're cat people. I'm like, are they cat people? Turn around, seize the fudging tail. They are cat people. The ancestors made the way there during the age of endless frost, traversing the frozen seas in pursuit of wildlife upon which they subsisted. Adaptation to hunting lifestyle has fashioned them with a keen sense of smell, powerful legs, and a tail which provides them with exceptional balance. They aim to be very territorial. Many individuals tend to lead solitary lifestyles, particularly males. Oh my god. These guys are orcs. I want to say they're orcs. I have no idea. They're known for their brawny builds and piercing eyes, and they're the largest and most rugged of their races. The majority of the realm's Rogaden, I'm pronouncing that poorly, belong to the Sea Wolf clan, a maritime people who earn their keep on or by the sea, be it sailors, fishermen, or pirates. They're fewer in number, comparatively fewer in number, the Hellsguard, who are known for their more earnest demeanors and often found working as bodyguards. Okay, we've got the Aura. Are these like dragon people? They look like they've got dragon tails. Why are the females so much shorter than the males? Like half the fudging size. The curved horns and beautifully patterned scales that characterize the Aura often give rise to speculation that members of this race are native to the... Okay, maybe the progeny of dragons. We love a good dragon person. Stray Kittens, hello, Wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. How are things? They're dragon people. But it's long since been disputed, with scholars citing several distinct differences in the 2 races as evidence of decidedly dissimilar roots. The first and foremost being the enhanced hearing and spatial recognition, not attributed to dragons, and the second being the disproportionate body mass between males and females. Okay, so there may be dragons, but also maybe not. Who knows? A registered license for Shadowbringers? Is this like a DLC race or something? What the fudge? Hi friend, how goes it? Do you know much about this game? Because I know nothing about Final Fantasy at all. The lion-like appearance. Females number staggeringly few upon the population and rarely so much as glimpsed at. Right, that's probably why you can't select the female for these guys. They incite panic upon arrival, as they would. They were also unable to communicate. Oh no. That's unfortunate. You know nothing? Lovely, neither do I. Are these rabbit people? Oh my god, they're rabbit people. So, okay, let me get this straight. We have humans. You were bugging me to try it 2 years ago, were you? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember. Like, I had a few people tell me to try Final Fantasy like a year or so back. 2 years, I mean, look, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying it now though. Hi, I'm here now. I'm 2 years late, but it's fine. So we have humans, we have elves, we have tiny babies, we have cat people, big people, dragon people, werewolf, lion, and rabbit people. Pandemic? No, that would be 2 or 3 years then. Yeah, shoot. That's all I've got. I'm here now though. We're trying it now. I don't know what race to play. Because like on the one hand, I'm just like, be a human. But on the other hand, I'm like, be a tiny little baby. But on the other hand, I'm like, people on Twitch like cat people. And on the other hand, I'm like, but dragon folk. I can't decide. Stray kittens help. Who play? Who play? But the tiny little babies. What's unique? Oh shoot. You know you can't go human? Why not? Why can't I go human? Because there are so many other options that I can't pick human? Because there are just better choices? You believe in me? I don't. Why can't I pick human? Hold on, is there a... How do I even go next? Oh, I click confirm, that would make sense. Attire, race, job, small clothes. Oh, that's what small clothes means. Small clothes means small clothes, clearly. Why can't I select job? Is it because I haven't picked the job yet? Because like I'm still in the character creation thing? Is that how that works? Oh my god, this character creation, I've only seen like, oh my god. Now, if more games could have this environment like style of character creation, that would be fantastic. Okay, well, what if I went with dragon person for now? Oh my god, you can choose the clan. You are kidding me. Well, now I gotta go back and have a look at the other things. Whoops. Is there clan options for this? There are clan options for this too. Are there clan options for humans? There are. Final Fantasy 15. Oh, 15's the single player one. You're bugging me to try the single player one. I'm derp. I misread. I thought you meant try the multiplayer. Okay, I'm dumb. I still haven't played 15 yet then. But I do have, I think I have 15 as well because I got it from PlayStation Plus, so I could still try that anyway. That's still an option. You've never played this though. Neither have I. So okay, it seems like everything has clan. Okay, well now I gotta go look at all the different clan options for all the different races. So Midlanders are comprised of over half the population. So these are the boring guys, I guess. Trained in letters from infancy, they're more educated than many of the other races. Despite the fact that males tend to be slightly taller, there are no differences. Whereas Highlanders, they can build strongholds in the mountains, and they're noticeably larger in build, and they're a rare sight because of reasons. It was on the AJ list apparently 3 years ago. It would have been, yeah. It definitely was on the list. What do we do? He's not on the list. Put into the chopping block, something Skyrim. I tried. Plainsfolk helps them to blend in well with their environment, acting as an effective camouflage, similarity of grassy fields, blah, 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 blah. They're clever and opportunistic people and crafty with their words. They are a vibrant lot. Okay, what about the Dunes folk? They have luminous eyes, apparently. Many individuals were gemstone. They're adamant about scholasticism. Advancement in knowledge before all others. Other races tend to view them as introverts. Oh, lovely. What a mood. Big same, big same, big same. What about the dragon people? What are the difference between the two dragon clans? So the creation myth tells of a dawn father and a dusk mother from which all of them are descended. They believe their veins to run thick with the blood of the former. Okay. So these guys are like, oh yeah, we're from the dawn father. And the sister clan bloodied the land with endless tribal conflict, whereas these guys are tranquil and solitudic. I don't fudging know. I don't fudging know. Well. This is a tough choice. This is difficult decision. Maybe I'd just be a Lalafell because they're tiny babies, and how could I not play as a tiny baby? The question is though, do I want to be a Planesfolk or a Dunesfolk? This is the choice, isn't it? This is the big decision. Let's be a Dunesfolk. Oh my god, you can slightly change your height. But we're gonna stay fudging short as hell because... Holy shoot. Oh my god, why are there so many options? This character creation is insane. Okay, go to standing, stop moving. What's this do? What does this do? Does it even do anything? Oh my, the tiniest of changes. The tiniest of changes. I'm just gonna put it as normal because like you cannot tell. They are fudging tiny babies. Face. Ezio, hello, wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I am gonna spend far too long in character creation because there are 50 bajillion options to pick from. But that's okay because I don't know what I'm doing. And the more time in character creation means the less time making a fool of myself. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Welcome in. Oh my god, this one just looks disappointed with the world. And honestly, big mood. Let's go with this one because it looks like their eyes are alive or something. The one at the bottom of the Australian OCE list. That one. I cannot be more specific. I'm sorry. Yeah, I am an OCE person. Let's... Like, I could just leave it as the skin tone it's already on. Or I could pick that one. I don't know if there's really much of a difference. Hairstyle, though. Okay, here we go. Holy shoot, there are a lot of hairstyles. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I need to go one by one. You can pin your options? Oh, that's actually amazing. The game lets you pin the options you like. This game is ahead of its time. It's genius. This game is genius. That one's okay. Oh, I like this one though. Oh my god. I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna be here a while. Oh, this one's good too. I don't like that. I don't like this. Like, I think I saw something similar there. I don't like that. Oh my god. This looks so weird on like one of these people. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so many pinned options. So many pin. The game's like, hey, do you want to have the option to pin things? And I'm like, absolutely. And I go pinning half the freaking list. Holy shit, I'm only like halfway. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm almost at the end. Never mind. I take it back. This just looks funny. I don't know why I find this so funny. I'm sorry. It's just... Moving on. Moving on. Okay, well, time to pick from my choices and options. I don't think I'm picking anything with short hair. This one is probably gonna win. I don't like how big the forehead on that one is. This one's a close contender. These two are pretty close contenders. I don't like that one. That has a massive fringe. Same with that, big fringe. This one, not a fan. This is the exact same, but with the fringe. So let's get rid of that. Okay, we're down to 2 options. Option 1, long hair, plain and simple. Option 2, the 2 pigtails. I'm gonna go with the pigtails. Why not? Hair color. Right. Yes. This is a thing I need to choose. What if I just do like a black, but with like a tint of something? Perhaps not. Is there no like brown? Oh, there is a brown. There aren't really any really dark colors though. Not really. Like it doesn't get too dark at all. I mean, like there are some dark options. Why is that gray? Why is that a gray? I don't understand the color system on the right here. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me. Oh well, whatever. What if I pick like I do want to have some sort of color, but I want a dark. That's not dark enough. I would like a dark brown. That's not really dark. How much of this can you change later is my question. Probably not much. There's no really dark brown color. And that makes me sad. Maybe, hold on. Maybe I need to go to like an environment or something. Maybe I'll be able to tell. Yeah, no. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Well, I'll just pick an actual like color, I guess. I don't know. What's this one? It's like a purple. I'm gonna be here a while. I can already tell. Okay, that. And then like pink highlights? Sure. That doesn't seem half bad. Why not? Jaw types? Oh boy, here we go. Okay, type 1, 2, 3, 4. Type 2. Eye shapes. Lovely. My god, I can't tell the difference. Stop blinking! I think type 5? It's either type 5 or type 1. Type 1. Iris size, large or small? Small. Eye color. Oh my god. More choices, more decisions. Odd eyes? Oh my god, I can give her heterochromia. Let's not do that though. Let's not be too weird. Let's not be too weird and wacky. That's not necessary. Go with brown. No, brown is boring though. Like, is there like a nice and easy hazel that's not like super weird? That looks nice. Eyebrows. Oh my god, they're gonna be like tiny no matter what. They're just tiny eyebrows. Nose. Everything is so tiny on these people. Just everything is tiny. Type 6? Sure. Mouth. 2, 3, 4. 2. Lip color. Oh my god. You're not going to be able to see the lip color on them anyway. So why does it matter? Why does it matter? It's so tiny. It's so hard to see. Oh, dark light, none. I see now. So you can choose. Okay, that makes so much more sense. We have to do light or none. No, we'll do light. Ear shape. Oh my god, I can change the ears as well. What can't I change? I think I'll leave the ears though. I think I like them how they are. Actually, no, those are nice too. Ear side. Oh my god. What can't I change? I can change everything. Facial features. Okay, so these are bigger eyebrows. Tanika, is that pronounced right? Hello, wee wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the welcome. Retsky, hello as well. Wee wee, how are you doing? Look, that's okay. I'm gonna give it a try. I've heard that the beginning of the game is like super slow. What DC? Oh, data center. I was like, what in the world is a DC? Difficulty check? The one at the Oceania ones, the bottom one. I can't be more specific than that. But yeah, I've heard that it's very slow to start. Same as you, nice. So I'm gonna give it a go anyway. The big eyebrows just look so weird. I know I was saying before, like, they don't have any big eyebrows. Now that I've seen them, I don't like them. I don't think I want any of these features, really. Just leave. Tattoos? Can you not color the tattoos? Oh. Tattoo color. That would make sense. You know what? I don't want tattoos. I changed my mind. The first part of the content of Realm Reborn or ARR 2.0 is the other way it's called. Wait, what's this? What about it? I'm sorry, I'm clearly misunderstanding something. That's gonna happen a fair bit. I'm gonna misunderstand a lot. God, is this stuff like blush and all that sort of stuff? I think it is. Oh my god, I can have a little butterfly. Is that a fudging? I don't know what that is. Oh my god, so many fudging options. So many options. Reverse. What is reverse? Oh, that's like left and right side, is it? Hold on, let me test this. It is. It's a chocobo? This thing doesn't look like a chocobo. It looks like there's a thing popped out of an egg. Like, I know what chocobo look like, but like that doesn't look particularly like a chocobo. I don't know. Clearly I'm wrong. It's still in its egg. It's a bit slow and very world building. Fair enough. I mean, I don't mind slow and world building. Like, I'm okay with that because I know absolutely nothing about the Final Fantasy series, like, at all. Made in a single year with the collapse of Square Enix happening. Oh, I see. Right. That explains probably a little bit why it's slow, guessing. Yeah, let's go with that. Why not? I'm not being a bunny girl because I don't have the bunny girl option, Westy. Also, hello, wee wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. The bunny girl option, you have to own DLC or something for it, and I'm a free trial player because I've never played the game before. And also, I wouldn't pick a bunny girl anyway. I just want to throw that out there, but use the not owning the content as an excuse, okay? Cool. I'm glad I've covered all my bases. Voices? Oh, fudge. Okay, sounds like a 2-year-old having a tantrum. Sounds like a 3-year-old having a tantrum. That sounds like a 13-year-old having a tantrum. There's a lot you can do. Yeah, like, isn't the trial all the way up to like level 60? So I'm perfectly happy for that. With that, that's much better than most other MMO trials. Oh, that annoys me. Ooh, $1 billion lost failure. We love that. The booed the director got another person in, and they made the entire game. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. Because I did hear that it had a major like redo, but I knew basically nothing about it. That's cool. For a single year as well is impressive. Because I've heard good things about the remade version, like the whole remake thing. Okay, I think I've made my tiny little baby character. I don't know if I'm happy with it, but whatever, it'll do. We'll go with this. Made in the lore thing known as the Seventh Calamity. That's amazing. I love when game developers like, or anything really, I love when they redo stuff and like they scrap things and they give it an actual lore reason rather than just saying, nah, it's just different now. Like lore reasons for everything, I love it. That's what I'm trying to say. I love when they do things with lore reasons. Glad I got that out there. Midday, evening. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm happy with my character. Oh, it's over this side now. I see. Once saved, character pins can be reused. Sure. Apparently, I already have a save slot that I've used for something, but Chekhov's gun love writing really well. You might have to remind me what Chekhov's gun is. Because I've heard it before and I cannot remember off the top of my head. I get to decide if I want to be a pirate, a capitalist, or a hippie. What? I'm sorry? The years in year consists of the moon, Menfina, revolving around Hydalen's 2 astral and umbral poles while fluctuating between each of the 6 elements. In this year can be said to be a length of 12 moons. I'm sorry, what the fudge? I have no idea what that means. First astral umbral, second astral umbral, third astral umbral, fourth, fifth, sixth. Right, I see. I don't know. Give me a month and you can tell me what one. Fair. 11th son of the 3rd astral moon, because why the fudge not? I don't know. No, it literally says this has no impact. Like, this selection has no impact on gameplay. Guardian. What is this? Oh my god. Concept describes how every element of story should contribute to the whole. Oh! Okay, right. Gotcha. Yes. That does sound familiar. I do. Okay, I'm glad that they do that well then, because I've always loved that type of writing. Like, the fact that, like, if you say something, it's gonna matter. That's... Yes, I love that. Now, I know this has no effect either, and you guys are probably going to hate me for this, but I am going to actually read through each of the options because I want to know the backstory / lore for them all, because I'm that type of annoying person. So, Guardian Deity commands the element of ice associated with the first moon. It's the daughter of... Okay. The most often depicted as relentless warrior-ess armed with a bronze great shield. Okay. So, a warrior type of person. This one is Goddess of Love, associated. Okay, often depicted as a maid carrying around. Okay, well, that's boring. You're a worshipper of Naldthal, which one is that? There. I'll get to that one. God of Knowledge. Oh, we do love that. Most often depicted as a reserved scholar. Okay, well, that's maybe. This one is Goddess of Fate, depicted as a weaver donning a white silken veil. This one is a Goddess of Navigation, so like on the seas and stuff probably. A strong fisherwoman wielding a harpoon, yep. God of Travelers and Vagrants. Carefree Ranger, wielding a bow of yew. I love how it's like, you're a ranger, but your symbol's gonna be a walking stick? Like, why not a bow? Architecture and industry, god of the arts. He's a smith with a two-headed hammer, and his symbol is the hand. Why not a hammer? Two sides, two separate entities, a single twin deities. Null keeper living and Thal keeper dead. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Typically, like, the living and dead are like two sides of the same coin. God of destruction, guardian deity, the now fallen nation of... Oof, that's harsh. Depicted as Omega's carrying a staff of bronze. Goddess of inquiry. Okay, depicted as a noble lady holding a fan. God of commerce. Well, that's our capitalism route because he's a merchant. Oh, that's your one. That's the commerce one with the merchant thing. Goddess of abundance, guardian deity of Gridania. Is a farmer holding a scythe. Okay, so they're the farmer one, and then this one is the god of space and time. That's cool. I love the there's one god of time and stuff. I'm gonna pick this one though because I'm thinking my little girl is gonna be like a researching scholar, sort of very intelligent knowledge. That's why she has books. Anyway. Wait, did I pick? Oh, fudge. What is this? Oh. Oh my god. Okay, right. So this is where I pick my job. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. They pray to Naldthal when someone dies because Naldthal weighs a person's soul and takes them to the seven heavens or hells they belong to. Oh, okay, right. So sort of inspired by the fudging weighing of the feather in Egyptian mythology or whatever. I forgot the whole fudging name of it. But that's pretty cool. Okay, so gladiators, I'm gonna go back to this so I can actually read the thing better. Specialize in blades, daggers, longswords. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Then we have pugilists who are mastering the traditional techniques of hand-to-hand combat. So they're sort of like the monks, I guess. They want to use metal, leather, and bone weaponry. Okay. We have the Marauders, who are combat specialists of weapon of choice is the Great Axe. I'm just imagining a little person like holding a massive Great Axe. Because that just sounds hilarious to me. Gladiator and Marauder tanks. Okay, that's something I was going to ask as well, is each job, like clearly they're like classes and stuff in other MMOs, do each of them have the option to be like DPS or tank, or is it like you are the tank and you are the DPS? Is it a severely crackling mic for anyone else? Shoot, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. Is this any better? I hope that's fixed it. Let me know if it hasn't. I am talking. Hello. Yes. Speak. Haha. Each job is role specific. Okay, gotcha. So like the Gladiator and Marauder are tanks and the Pugilist and Lancers are DPS. Definitely better. Thank you very much, QZ. I appreciate it. And yes, I did say Z because I'm Australian. Archer's range, that makes a lot of sense. Great Axe, okay. So each one is role specific. Okay, so there is no mix. It's if you pick Marauder, you are tank. If you pick Lancer, you are DPS. Got it. Cool. That's very good to know. Because I do not want to be tanking. You can pick up any role at any time, level, whatever class, whatever. Oh, really? Oh, shoot. That's so cool. So I'm not locked into this? I assume I'd level each of them separately, of course. I'm not going to be like a level 60 swapping over to a level 60 of something else, but that is so cool. I did not know that at all. I love that. Trained with a number of weapons, giving a diversity of attacks. It makes them extremely versatile combatants. Okay, well, I don't want to be a Lancer. Archer? You literally change jobs like you do clothes. That's so cool. I love that so much. Why have I not tried this game earlier? Because I constantly make alt characters and stuff in like World of Warcraft or in like Star Wars: The Old Republic. Like every other MMO I've played, I make so many different characters because I want to play all the different classes. The only two do the same leveling as Scholar and Summoner because they both come as a base class of Arcanist. Right, okay, so they're sort of like subclass. Okay, I see. Gotcha, gotcha. That's Archer. Okay, what about Conjurer? Ooh, present. Okay, potency, which practiced meditation and the essence of creation, conjures, draw forth and absorb aether, blah blah. A wand or cane. Okay, so they conjure things. What is thaumaturgy? Thaumaturgy. Oh my god, do I even like? Can I even see? It's terrifying destruction. Calls forth and command. Okay, so they're the damaging sorcerers and stuff. Is the hardest to start off as. Noted. Arcanists. Symbols of power. Symbols. I don't know whether I want to be an arcanist or a conjurer. What's more like knowledge-y and like oh, I guess scholar would be arcanist, right? Because you said scholar and summoner are arcanists. But if we just be an arcanist? Maybe. Why not? They'll use magics their different ways, yeah. I'm gonna try Arcanist. You've selected Zervan as your starting world. Yes, proceed. Zervan. Excellent. Good. Ah, fudge. Names. Fudging names. Oh. Studied. Okay, awesome. I'm picking Arcanist. Okay, let me bring up a fudging fantasy name generator. No, I mean... Yes, because I do want it to be lore accurate, which is why I'm going to fantasy name generator, because fantasy name generator typically has good lore accurate names. Where the fudge is Final Fantasy XIV, Lalafell. There we go. Oh, so their first and last names always start with the same letter, do they? Okay, so they each have their own naming conventions. For Dunes folk, gotcha. So Dunes folk female names start with 2 syllables, which are the same, and end with another syllable. Their surnames are formed out of the last 2 syllables of the first name. I see. Yeah, I get you. I see now. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. A-A-B-A-B. How am I going to come up with a name that doesn't sound really silly? That is the question. Oh man. What if I do... Oh no, that just looks like I'm writing meme. It is how their names are, I know, but it seems really better than what are Rogadin names? What are they? I probably butchering the pronunciation on that too. What are Rogadin names? Actually, why not? Mimi Lee and then Melee? Is that that's an official name? If I haven't stuffed it up. Mimi Lee Melee. Should I use an I instead of a Y? Maybe I should. A-A-B-A-B. Mimi Lee Melee. Sure. Okay, what? Both first full name surname must be between 2 and 15 characters, no more than 20 characters combined. Only letters, hyphens, and apostrophes can be used. The first letter of either name must be a letter. Hyphens cannot be used in succession. Okay. Sure. We'll go with Mimi Lee Melee. Mimi Lee Melee. Please don't be taken. Oh my god, it's perfect. Let's begin a new game with Mimi Lee Melee. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now loading. Is that a Moogle? Oh my god, that's a fudging Moogle. Distant cousin of Leader. Seeing the Lalafell running around. Falafel snack pack? Oh my god. That's so bad. I went Arcanist.
Here.
Hello, I hear.
Here. Feel.
Hello, I feel. I thought I didn't select the earrings. Why do I have earrings? Rude. You'll meet me there? Oh, cool. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hi, that's evil.
Here. Feel. Think.
I think that's terrifying. Did I do good? Did I think good? It was all made like 10 years ago. God, it is an old game, isn't it? When did it release? (2013). Oh, it was 10 years. Okay, right. Exactly 10 years. It looks beautiful, I'll say that. Oh my god, did I just capture the evil man in my book? Last one was a few weeks ago. Yeah, I know, that's still getting updates, which is amazing. We do love a constantly updating game. I'll need to make the UI bigger for you guys. This is tiny. Wait, you're right, lass? "10 more years? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Whom's to be thou? Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the Aether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to stuff than others, see, and we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of aetherites. Ah, yes, these are words I totally understand the meaning of. No need to fret, you'll soon get used to it. Might as well have been blooming seasickness. Ship sleeping around like a demented chocobo today. Reckon I might head on out. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. I promise I can read. Limsa Laminsa. Limsa Laminsa. Interesting name. Is still a fair way off in case you're wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how about you keep me company till we get there? Faith is a magic essence and the life force of the worlds and everything. Okay, cool. See, my only experience with Final Fantasy ever is I've played a fair bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake. That is my only knowledge. That's all I got. Them youngins don't care much for conversation, see? I mean, I haven't been speaking either. Has zero to do with any Final Fantasy game. Perfect! Lovely! Love that! Good to know all of my knowledge is irrelevant. Brennan's the name and Pedlin's Matrade. I mean, I don't mind a fresh start, but I was hoping that some of my Final Fantasy knowledge, albeit limited, would maybe be helpful. Cameo and series ride monsters, gotcha. So does it like take place in a different world? Like a completely different planet? Gotcha. Smell that salty sea breeze. Completely separate. Makes sense. Then, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of the new adventurers. Am I warm? Going wherever the wind blows, seeking future and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. A stream? A stream? What's a stream? What's a stream? Oh, look! A stream!
I am a duck!
How you doing, Luck? I hope you're doing well. For whatever reason, I thought that was Retsky. I was like, what do you mean? How you doing, Luck? And Tanaka, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying hanging out here so far. What was it that first attracted to me adventuring? Me to adventure? Oh, choices. Yes, I am Aretsky, it me. I saw the green color of your name and my brain just did not register that it was a different green person. I adventure to tough decision. Power. Power as in a power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventures do get up a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft and adventuring business. Doing all right? I'm glad to hear it, Locke. You're saying all green people look alike. No, I'm saying that I do not read. I just see a color and assume that the color is the person. You are two different greens. That's what makes it worse. You're not even the same green. I am completely in the wrong here. I recognize that. I admit it. Once you make port, you best sign yourself up at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Limbs is home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to swing an axe or even sling a spell, you should think about seeking one out.
Once I complete all these minigames, you'll never have to hear this music ever again.
Hockey, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. I thought you would have been sick of me today. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Oh my god, is that a new sub badge for you? It is. It's been 3 years. Holy shoot, it's been 3 years. Pocky, it's been 3 years. Thanks for the 3 years worth of sub. Hype. After this game, Yoshi P got the duty of making his first single player Final Fantasy, which is a new one. Oh, so the new one is his. Oh, that's cool. Both being some of the best selling. Amazing. Love that for him. I'm assuming it's a him. I don't know who. You said it. Wait. Yes, you did say his. Okay, I'm good. I did not assume gender. Yoshi P's chill. Love that. Just remember there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. This is true. Breathing is more important than fortune and glory. Ain't no profit being dead. That's a fact. I thought he was going to jump off the boat for some reason. Your down arrow managed to break in two. Wait, what? What do you mean your down arrow? Ships off the starboard bow. Pirate colors. On your keyboard? Oh, shoot. How'd that break? Was it from all the Celeste you were playing, Locke? Was it all the speed running? Most likely. Big rip. So what are you gonna do about it? Like, are you gonna have to get a whole new keyboard? Hopefully it wasn't a new keyboard that you have. Have you no sense? Get below. Bad days indeed. We don't like broken keyboards. Chemo for cancer. Oh, cancer's the worst. Cancer claims too many amazing people and not enough horrible people. On this laptop. Oh no, it's a laptop keyboard. Hopefully you can just replace it, no problem. I hope so. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying laments and colors? They either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. It's not a hardware thing. Well, no, your key thing snapped in half. That's not a hardware problem at all. Wait, no. I was thinking software. Wait, it doesn't matter. The button still works if you press it in the right area. Right. That's still a problem though, you know? Didn't beat each other randomly in FanFest and started memeing with his famous what's the Lahi meme? Is this a Final Fantasy thing that I just don't know because I don't know Final Fantasy? I'm assuming it is. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range and no Buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. Holy shoot. That was too close, glad one of us kept her head on their shoulders. I reckon I'd lost mine otherwise. Then pirates gave us the chase. They must be close to port. Let's help on deck and have us a look. Alafe is like, let's go here, let's go there. And I'm like, I don't get a choice. I can't move. Which is fine. Ah, yes, we're close to port with port nowhere in sight. Look for the one that looks like a show. Okay. Noted. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Liminsa? Yes. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant, yes, tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ahem. Limsa Liminsa prides itself in being Eorza's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilized and influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. No, okay, look, it's Pocky. It's not my fault. They were displaying the wrong location. Okay, so, context. Pocky and I went out today, and we just walked around the shopping area and had lunch and all that sort of stuff, right? And then we went to head home, we got on the tram, and I'm keeping an eye on the stops at the tram, because the tram's like, the next stop is this, the next stop is this. So I'm keeping an eye on that. And it said the next stop was this location. And I was like, okay, I get off in like 2 stops time. And then it said, now arriving at this location. And I'm like, okay, cool, perfect. And I look out the fudging window of the tram and it's my stop. They had the destinations wrong. They were telling us the wrong thing. So I was like, oh, fudge, Puggy, I gotta go. Thanks, I had a lot of fun. I'm sorry I have to leave. Bye. And I left and I felt really bad about it. I felt really bad. And like, sure, in hindsight, I probably could have like stayed on anyway for like another stop and said goodbye and then like just gone back to the fudging other stop. But I panicked because that's what I do in situations. I panic and my anxiety takes over. And I was like, oh no, this is not good. This is really bad. I do memorize the route. Okay, look, to be fair though, Locke, I'd only been on this route twice before. So so I hadn't known the route. I'd only been on it twice or once. This was my second time. I'd only been on it once before, okay? So I had not had the route memorized. I had to look for where my stop was coming up because I did not know the route. So do not blame me. I still feel bad. I'm sorry, Pocky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ditched you. I'm sorry I left. I feel horrible. I panicked. Don't hold it against me. Anyway, so that's what happened today. Most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with. I just read that before. I'm sorry, Pocky. I'm sorry. I'm glad you got home safe anyway. See, no harm, no foul. And you're here, so you're clearly not sick of me, and everything is okay. So you shut up, and you don't give me more anxiety. I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. Do they have fishes for backs? Who even knows? At long last, Landho. O? Wait, what's O? What's O, Pocky? Behold, Limsa Liminsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limlayan, goddess of navigation. I almost made you buy the Kirby controller. Okay. To be fair, you told me that I shouldn't let you get it because you didn't need it. Okay? So I stopped you from getting it. And then you came home, or you got home, and what did you do? You messaged me and said you still wanted the Kirby controller. So this is not my fault at all. And also, to be fair, I also did not buy the controller I was looking at. So we're both in the same boat. You can't fault me for this. But hey, on the bright side, we got Nando's. So like, really, was it that bad, Pocky? We had Nando's. Was it really that bad of a day? It was for the best. Exactly. It was for the best. And now I just have this stupid plain Joy-Con controller.
Dial in the southwestern corner of the
It's speaking.
Amidst the roiling waves of the Rotan
People sad indeed.
lies the maritime
True though.
Limsa Lominsa.
It's Limsa Lominsa. Not Luminsa, Lominsa. I need to get stickers to put in my controller.
To this haven for
Genius.
bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
It's me. I'm the lone adventurer. I did not just spill water. I don't know what you're talking about.
For the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Lim Lane. Gotcha. That's how that's pronounced. I knew that. I did not know
What
that.
realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
The most popular city? Oh, fuck. Don't worry. I got this. I got this. Does not stop you playing Celeste? How do you do it, Locke? The key is broken. The key is broken. It does. It's snapped in half. How do you do it? And here's where we part ways, lass. If you see a Gretzky, you're gonna have to elaborate without spoiling it, if at all possible. Both sides of the key are still there. You do you, Locke. You do you. Fix your keyboard, but you do you. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and it's onto the high road for me. Yeah, I want you to have this by way of thanks for saving me earlier. Did I save him? I didn't do anything. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Really? He just wants to brag about having met someone really cool.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul.
Oh my god, they waddle walk.
Till sea swallows all.
Final Fantasy 14. Why is that like 15 with a line? Why'd they do it like that? Why'd they do it like that? They run with sheer determination, honestly. I can just imagine. I mean, I'm gonna find out what it looks like, aren't I? Look at that waddle! Look at that waddle! Melee. Prop sprint? I don't know what that means, but I'm sure I'll find it. Ooh, pretty crystal. Oh, okay, so wait till I sprint. Gotcha. Hey, you there. Yellow jacket infantryman. Wait. Gretzky, is this who you're talking about? Hey, I mean you. This is my district and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Wow. I do want to kick him, Gretzky. I really hope this is who you meant, because I want to kick him. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa Limince's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. Mostly made and run by pirate and pirate ancestors. Noted. So this is a wretched hive of scum and villainy like none other the galaxy has ever known. Mos Eisley. I mean, Limsa Liminsa. Welcome to Limsa Liminsa, a bustling city filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Keyboard. Oh my god, I'm gonna need to change the UI. It's fudging tiny on my screen. They don't call people Limsa degens for no reason. I mean, I wouldn't even know. So we got move character, which, okay, it's not letting me do it yet. Jump. Turn, move camera. Okay, so very basic MMO. When you're ready, proceed. Speak to Riz. Open the Final Fantasy Lodestone Play Guide in your default web browser. I'll open it and then, like, not do anything with it. I can look at it later. Escape. Where the fudge? HUD layout. That's not gonna help. That's not it either. System config. There we go. It's probably, is it graphics? Display settings. Ah, I see. Why is that such a huge change though? Why is that such a huge, like, is there no 125? Wait, default UI size. There we go. That's much better. I prefer the 120%. Maybe I'll leave it at 100. And then just do that. Why not? I see. Oh my god, look at them run. Look at them run. Look at them run. Oh, that's pretty cool. I love that. Oh god, okay, what are these options? Can I like change it so that I have 1 and 2 swapped around? Oh my god, I can. Okay, hold up. Hold up. There we go. Sprint cannot be used here. That is unfortunate. What is this? What is everything? Ah! Okay, it's okay. Let's bit by bit, slowly, the game will teach me its ways. Initiating quests. Non-player characters offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. Right-click the mark to bring up the quest. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear. Okay. Cool. So, to be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Limsdale and Minsdale, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit. Lovely. Also grid. Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to mess around with the HUD stuff like off stream at some point, because I do really like to mess around with my HUD in MMOs and that sort of thing. So before you do anything else, get yourself over and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just head straight down the street and speak with Greffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and they'll take you up to the pub. You have 10 hot bars. Gotcha. Because I can see myself making... Because what I do is I have one down the bottom, and then I have like 2 side, and then I have like some on the side windows. It's very confusing, but I've got a whole system. Big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and they'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the wrench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide eyes newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. All that good, run along and made the navigator guide you on your journey. Quest accepted. Use a duty list to help you complete your task. Upon accepting a quest, the current objective will appear under the quest thing. Maximum of 5 quests can be displayed. Clicking the title will open the quest in your journal. Oh, there is one thing I want to do. I want to change my buttons. Is that user macros? No, it is not. Is that HUD layout? Keybinds. My lord, I knew that. Hotbar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, what is... Control 1, Control 5. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I don't have my... Haha. Give me a second. I need to change my freaking Razer mouse function because it's not bound. I don't have my settings. Give me a moment. I have to set up my profile so it's actually running the right profile on this. It should be running the right profile. What the fudge? Wait. Why is my mouse just not in the right profile? There we go. Why is it not doing the right... Oh, I found out the problem. I'm the problem. There we go. I was pressing the wrong button on my mouse like an idiot. An image of a UI in the Discord. Ooh. I will have a little look-see. Oh my god, if my freaking tablet Discord is not going to look really weird. Oh my god. Do you really need that many buttons? Oh man. Okay, but you see like the set of like 12 on the right hand side that you've got like down the bottom? I do some of them like that because I have my Razer mouse. Depends on your class. Fair enough. But Q is strafe left, I do not care. E is strafe right, I do not care. R, auto run, I can change that. T is target the target of your current target. That's a nice button I probably want to like have for something. F is face target, do not care. G and then V, flip camera. And then all the other hotbars I can fix later. But what was targeting? The fudging target of your target? Or your target? Strafe left and right, because I don't need to strafe, right? Oh, actually. Yeah, okay, so that I can strafe by holding right click. Perfect. Cool. This is so much better. This is a much better setup already. So much better already for me. Your endgame, fair enough. Okay, let's go to speak with the what's this tick? What's this do? Oh, this I'm assuming this means like keep it pinned always or something. I really like how the UI looks, I will say. Can I change how fudging tiny this text is? My lord. This text is tiny. Clearly it didn't change anything. Whatever. You're gonna have like 6 quests at the... Okay, so that would be like what pressing this is for, is to make sure it shows up or doesn't show up, right? Nice. Welcome to Limsa Liminsa. If you have mind to visit the Drowning Wrench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Take me! Complete the quests. Hell yeah, give me my rewards. You got 4 quests that you've been ignoring? Love that. Love that. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? Ah, but you aren't here for the drink, are you? You come with a mind till you try, yeah, and at adventure. My god, I cannot read his words! Try your hand at adventure, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. Name's Baron, and this most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Wrench. This is also the home of the Venturers Guild here in Limsa, which is why we've got a desk specially for handling grilled business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Venturers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Yeah, it's sort of part of the job, my dude. Not that they need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but they're planning anything you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Thank you very much. I'll have a look at that later. I appreciate it. This town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. Who can blame him after everything that's happened? The Orza took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-danged dragon. Took our memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes an ounce of sense. Is this talking about how like the game got redone like 1 year in? No, you're good. I appreciate the help. I really do. I'm just like trying to like slowly ease myself in rather than just like bombard myself with all this information. That's the 7th calamity. And everyone's memories were wiped because it never happened, we promise. None of the folks that saw and lived at tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from an hard night in the air. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers who laid down their lives to drag Yorza back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is that we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This calamity spawn memory loss robbed us of their names. Is this referring to like the players who played for the first year? Probably. It's been 5 years since that. That's what the cutscene said as well. It won't even let us picture their faces. It's like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare, and that's how everyone describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd gull. What people got calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. Glimpse is ever going to put this time of darkness behind it. It's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give to adventurers, effort well spent. What say you? You willing to lend us your strength? One point carries a special starting animation for this. Oh, that's really cool. I love that. With thanks again to the navigator and all, I knew she'd steered my way for a reason. I do love the whole how they've worked it in as part of the lore that they've redid the game. I really appreciate them for that, because having things break the lore is like my number one. I'm a huge lore nerd. A huge lore nerd. Cat!
Once I complete all these minigames, you'll never have to hear this music ever again.
Cat, thank you so much for the sub with Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Asterisk. Asterisk. We love that. Cat, why aren't you asleep? How are you? Why aren't you asleep? Listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Put your scroll right there. Can I draw it with my mouse? You were asleep. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you slept. I'm so proud of you. Memelee, is it? And a fine name it is. Woke up and didn't feel good. Oh, I'm sorry, Cat. That's not good. I'm not proud. That sucks. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed on the last ferry, did you not? Do they want to beat me up already? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Your head hurts, so you took some meds. I hope they help, Cat. That sucks. I hope you feel better soon. Now, hold on just a moment there, officer. You got the one lass. That's fine. Upstanding young ladies. My dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. Ah, yes. I am totally his dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. Why do you ask? The lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You're surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even their closest friends is in doubt. You make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Is he saying he mostly keeps two eyes open, but sometimes one eye? Or always one eye and sometimes two eyes? I don't know. Words. What say you a tankard of me finest ale afore you return to your duties? Not a watered down cup like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the finest idea what you on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Mill Thor, but that don't mean you don't get good and pickled. I can't with his dashes and his dropping the A's and the H's and the G's like that. It's messing with me. Fell asleep at 5 p.m. It's 5:30 a.m. That's a decent 12.5 hour sleep. That's solid. A little weird on the timing, but solid. Solid sleep. There's a chair over there just crying to be sat on, so kick off in my heavy boots, eh? You're taking 4 sleeping pills. Just speak like a drunken pirate. I'm bad at voices. And at pretending to be drunk. And at pretending to be a pirate. And at pretending to do both at the same time. You'll have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. Have been spared a kidnapping scene. I ain't got a clue what's behind them. Naturally, they've taken the clapping irons. Anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means Ventures, visitors, and pretty much everyone else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Laminsons can be an headstrong bunch. It's true, but given time, we'll grow. Now, where was I? Bed fair, you hadn't slept the night before. I mean, at least you did get good sleep, though. Even if you didn't sleep the night before, you got some good sleep last night. Welcome to Limsa Laminsa, where the seas as green as the faces on me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskies. But take a moment to gather your wits and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. Whee! Money! This concludes that's the tutorial. That is the whole tutorial. Hopefully you're going to go back to sleeping. I hope so too, Kat. Get some rest if you can. You've taken your first step as an adventurer in the city of Limsa Laminsa. Listen well to the wisdom of Badarin Tenfingers and go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Yeah, the basic movement one. Have a good night, Kat. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the sub. I wish you good sleeps. Oh my god, I leveled up. Pets? You can now summon a pet to do your bidding. You only have access to one pet now, but there'll be many opportunities to acquire many more as you continue. Cast the summon spell. I have a carbuncle. I don't know what that is, but I have one. Yeah, the help boxes are very nice. I do appreciate that. I'm gonna need to like get some more hot bars on like the sides and stuff. Be opportunities to acquire many more as you continue adventures. Once your pet has summoned a fixed hotbar known as the pet hotbar, will appear in addition to your regular hotbars. The pet hotbars reset with all the pet commands currently available to you, freeing up your normal hotbars. Oh, gotcha. The guard command orders your pet to guard, refrain from attacking until you attack or are attacked. Steady orders you to refrain from attacking until you specifically order, and the wait commands... Okay, so guard is essentially what I'll always be using. Pet orders and actions can also be set to your other hotbars. Noted. Pet commands don't get used. No, I don't suspect they do either. Like, they don't even really get used much in, like, World of Warcraft or, like, Star Wars, The Old Republic. Like, they typically don't. Shimboli, hello, wee wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the welcome. I appreciate it. I love how they call everyone Sprouts because of the little symbol. That's so nice. I love that. Important quests used to tell a story are called main scenario quests. Cool. Unique icon. Quests are this one include tied to new Gs or features you get to unlock. Okay. Commands are from old times. You could actually tank with one. That makes sense. That makes sense. What I am going to do really quickly, I'd lay out. Can I like... Oh god, where are my other hotbars? Hotbar 3. Can I change hotbar 3 to be vertical? Yes. And I want it to be on the side here. How do I activate it? How do I activate hotbar 3? I think I did it. I think I did it. Hotbar 4. Oh, I'm learning. Just right click him? Oh, that will do, won't it? Enemy list? Oh, shoot. I am messing with the HUD now. I know. Hoshi, hello, wee wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. How are things? Can I actually make this slightly bigger? Oh, this is transparency, not size. Why'd it lie to me? This is size. Oh, that's fudging huge. Jimboy, hello. I appreciate the follow. Thank you for it. I've derped on my words. Thanks for following. I hope you're enjoying. That's what I meant to say. You recommend enemy list be under pile list because it goes lower than the box shows. Oh, it doesn't go up, it goes down. Oh, that annoys me. Okay. I'm used to the enemy list going up rather than down, but that's fine. I can deal with that. I can live with that. Same with duty list on the right. Yeah, the duty list, I'm used to that going down. That's okay. Oh god, no, this is inventory grid. Main menu, guild. I think I'll have the main menu down the bottom and then guild above that. What's this 3 here for? The inventory grid and then guild. Do that. Let's do that. I know I'm messing with my HUD now. I'm sorry, it's not exactly the most engaging of content. Still trying to get used to your PS5. The controller is so different. I love the PS5 controller. It feels so good. Bar 3, you can turn those numbers off. Wait, what? Oh, that's what the... Oh, yeah, no, I definitely will turn those off. How do you turn the numbers off? Do you have to do it from the thing? Oh. Oh, God. I accidentaled. I accidentaled, but it's okay. The lock? Let me find it. Thank you. I appreciate the help so much. I'm assuming it would probably be in... Other setting? No. Well, we'll deal with this so far. I quite like this. Why is the 4 in the... I did it again. I did it again. It's fine. I fixed it. Okay. Play guide. Chuck that over this way. Teleport. Boop. Return to your current home point. Boop and boop. Actually, boop and boop. And then sprint. Is sprint really not like on by default? Do you really have to keep pressing it to sprint? The controller has more heft than the DualShock 4, so it takes a bit of getting used to. Fair enough. I really prefer the new controller to the PS4. There's run and there's sprint. Run is on by default. Okay. See, I know that in other games that... Oh, it's... Okay, so it's an annoying thing that you have to keep applying outside of combat. And it only lasts for 10 seconds. Beth, hello, Wee Wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. You forgot today was Monday? You weren't meant to stream till Monday. Guess what? Fudger, it's Monday. Fudger? Anyway. You are a fudger. You are one of the most fudgers of fudgers. Fudge. Oh, hold on. Escape character configuration. Oh, fudge, there's a whole thing here. Okay. Then turn off display hotbar numbers. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I love that. Enable hotbar cycling. Oh, thank you so much. That is brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Perfect. Centered recast timer position. I'm gonna mess around with all of this off stream. I need to stop, mess around with it off stream and not on stream. Way too much effort for me in a game. Yeah, look, I'm just used to setting out my MMOs perfectly, like, so everything was all ready, Beth. So I gotta, you know, I gotta. Yeah, I'll figure it out. It'll be good. Proprietor wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. But how have you been, Beth? What's up? How are you doing? Let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that will help you get used to life here in Limsa. Is the controls? Yeah, I've just gotten very used to them with all my time playing World of Warcraft, ESO, SWTOR. So now I like have a set expectation or like controller or like a set layout that I just have to make in every game, which means I have to set everything up every single time. But it's fine. Firstly, if you head down the floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte, a device which can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Tummy's full from fried rice. Oh, nice. Love that for you. I had Nando's for lunch, and I had carbonara for dinner. Been a good day. Second is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district, what lies beyond the aetheryte. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, or we'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, why is McCollum Poyer so light? Have a word with Swazblate instead. He's the head of the Merchants League. Yeah, because you can't do dairy, right? So that's no bueno. The only difference for your add-on is you have a debuff in the center screen so you can see the countdown. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Biggest tip is to get through Realm Reborn, then you'll fall in love more. Is the Realm Reborn like the base storyline? I'm assuming that's the base story. Give the bird scritches. Good Pika. Oh, one story. Gotcha. Give him this old octant and treat you well. Realm Reborn is the first set of quests. Oh, I see. So it's the first set of quests and you get more quests after that. Right. The last of me helpful hints is suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Miri at the front desk is the one to get you started. 2.0. Gotcha. Nope, that makes sense. I'm with you. But all that, seeing to them 3 tasks, take on a little jaunt around the city and help you work everything. Now best be getting on. There I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. The calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Anyway, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they might need your help, consider giving their old tale a listen. My lord. Realm Reborn is 2.0, Heavensward is 3. Not questioning the girl, questioning the little. Because there are several races you could be. This is actually a race. I'm not playing as a child. It's just their race is tiny. Sort of like a halfling. It's like asking, why are you playing a halfling? No, it is. They're just short. They're tiny. They're babies. You just want to be a child. You just want to be a child. Maybe I want to have no responsibilities and go on a magical, mystical fantasy adventure. Is that a problem, Beth? Like, everyone calls them potatoes. Oh my god. I'm a little potato. Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Nania over yonder has been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Heaven's Word is where it gets so good. You get bored of Realm Reborn, but you've loved it and got through it. Nice. No potato talk? Why not? Potato is slander. What the fudge do you mean, Beth? Why is potato slander? Because it's not fudge? You'll DM me? Oh no. Oh no, what is it? Why is it slander? Oh boy. Oh no. Beth, I see what you're saying, but I don't think anyone is gonna make that connection because, like, anyway. You're also a Lalafell when you started? Nice. You like to find yourself running all day at the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a womenfolk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. Fudge Smurfs. Where's this coming from, Retsky? Have you been playing CSGO? Or are you talking about the blue people, Smurfs? You have a sword so Potato Talk is banned? But they're called potatoes by the devs. I'm so confused. If you have the time, I also seek the advice of the smith here in the ranch. The lads as bear that title. I have some fine advice for them. What are just starting in the profession. And that, my girl, is how you go out becoming a legend among ventures. Devs are nasty, devs are banned. We'll call them popotos. The in-game term is popotos. Okay, we'll call them popotos. It's like potatoes, but apparently more acceptable to Beth. Trackmania Cup in the morning, you place top 4 in Division 7, which isn't high, but everyone aside from this jerk are around the same level of skill. No, I did see the potato DM thing. Love it. To leave the drowning wench, you must accept the quest of making a name. Oh, they're just not even going to let me? I'm stuck in this tavern. Main menu. Grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. Oh! For example, selecting character opens a window containing your character's various attributes. Is this the character menu? Oh my god! You tell me that's a race, but that's a child. No. Selecting journal displays a list of current and completed quests, and so this is the journal. Nice, lovely. See how many classes there are. Wait. Oh geez. Oh geez. That's more than. Oh my god. That's more than the options for character creation. That's for sure. Can you be a child chef? Is there a chef class? Oh, wow. What it... Disciples of War, Disciples of Magic, and then Disciples of the Hand and Disciples of the Land. Oh my god, you can be a culinarian. You can be a child chef, Beth. You can be a culinarian. Look, right there. There it is. You can be a child chef. You can be a child chef. Child chef. Crafters and gatherers, yeah, I can see that. Child chef. You can be a child chef. Now for me to not buy the game. Beth, you can get it for free. There's a free trial. You go to the website, not on Steam. You go to their website and you can download the free trial of the game. And it's free up to level 60. Free trial up to level 60. It's basically the whole game. You'll never get there. That's exactly it. You'll never get there, which means you'll never pay. Selecting journal on the G displays list of the quest. Yes. If you wish to customize the game's various settings, including key binding, HUD layout, and system config, that can be accessed via system. Select active help to redisplay these tutorial messages. What's active help? What do you mean select active help? Oh, active help. Did you know the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the Eternity of a Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? Sign up and enjoy yours today. Is that a fudging copy pasta? I fudging love that so much. I love that. Game progress is saved automatically. There's no in-game save or load functions, but to prevent data from being lost or corrupted, it's strongly recommended you end each playing session by selecting lockout or exit game. Pressing M on your keyboard. Oh my god, it's a map, it's a map, it's a giant looking map. Look at it go, it is huge. I can make it bigger. Game when WoW died a bit, ran out of online codes. Oh no, I heard about like when World of Warcraft had their big thing, which a lot of people were boycotting, they came to this game and so they had to stop allowing for new character creation, right? Like, is that what happened? That's what you're referring to? Because I heard about that. Yeah. Selecting map under travel from the main. Travel. We'll bring up the area map. If quest objective is located, we indicate with a special icon. Oh my god, I love this. Location of quest objectives can be confirmed by clicking objective. Cool. And when you do run, it does go transparent. That's nice. We literally do, Retsky, and I am so... Like, I heard that's what happened. They made OCE service because of World of Warcraft having that moment, which I am so grateful for. Okay, let's see if they're actually going to let me leave the thing. Be premature for you to leave. Have you already heard everything that shady bloke behind the big desk has to say? If so, you should know it's only polite to spare a moment for those in need, like the last fella and lass at the table who's staring at you right now. They literally went, you aren't fudging leaving. And this instead. Wait. You gone quiet because you're getting the game? Fudge yeah, Beth. Okay, what did people say instead? So apparently because they ran out of character creation for the online code thing, because they ran out of the ability to create classes and stuff, this is what people sent instead. Please unhear about the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60 for free with no restriction playtime. Our servers can't take it. We absolutely fudging love it. That is incredible. Incredible. Anyway, let's listen to Nania, the shifty looking, making a name, a veteran adventure. You'll reinstall as you get into it, but wow, but won't reinstall when I get into it? This is bullying. Would you look at this, a shiny new adventure? Listen close. I have some information that might just help you put it on map here in Limsa. I was passing through Balwa Call below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black nugget wares known as dream flowers. I thought that said death flowers. Limsa Laminsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Your mentor does the job you signed up to get the crown. So, what is a mentor? Speak to Scanrail and she'll get you down the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to just what the fudge is this? What is this? What Aldskiff? At the Octant, being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about shady goods. Actually, there is one fudging thing that has been annoying me. And, okay, I can't change it. That's annoying. I don't like how the help information thing pops up right in the middle of the screen. I'd like it, like, up top or something. That's all. You want to be a pretty girl, is that possible? Yes, Beth, it is very possible. It is very possible. Mental Crown basically means you played and signed up for a special symbol that's meant for new players to come for help. Oh, that's nice. Hold on, what do these ones mean again? Those mean... It's a quest. It's a side quest? Is this a side quest? I'm assuming it's a side quest. A lot of people use a crown as a status symbol, so getting the name Burger King crown. Oh my god. Wish to visit Bowl, call below. The crow's lift is ready when you are. And some quests you'll encounter objects with which you can interact. Oh my god, what sanctuaries. Crescent moon icon will appear next to the right of your experience bar. When you enter a sanctuary, while in the special area, you'll accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you're offline. All experience earned through battle, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit will increase by 50%. Your current rested bonus is displayed on top of your experience bar. Dark orange shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If it's blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Your noun instances meaning you can come say hi, hell yeah. You're downloading Reinstaller, it's going to be a pretty chef girl. Hell yeah, pretty chef girl, Beth. Inns and cities as well as various outposts and settlements are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning, make a habit to log out in one of these areas. Oh my god, I'm getting an herb. What is that? What is that? Oh my god, it's you! Oh my god. I'm tiny and you're massive. There is so much transmog. I love that. Hold on, hold on. I have a carbuncle too. Look, oh my god. Oh, I hate where the pet bar is. That is really bad. How do I need a excuse me one moment. I need to move the fudging pet hotbar out of the fudging way. Actually. There we go. That is much better. That's so cute. Your max height are the rabbit people. Transmog is called Glam in this game. Nice. Your Scholar Glam? Oh, I love it. That's so cool. I'm gonna pick up this herb too. I'm also, this is progress bar. I'm gonna move that down. Oh my god, it's a little baby. Oh, is this? Oh my god, you have a scythe! Oh my god, I fudging love scythes. Oh wow, you can change class really quick. I'm assuming you can't change class in combat. That would make sense to me. Yeah. Examine. Oh my god. Paladin. Ooh. Emote. Oh, I do a little bow. The latest added healer? Sure. I mean, look, everything is shiny and new to me no matter what. So, that is so cool. Holy shoot. What is this? Orders Carbuncle to execute Radiant Aegis, which creates a barrier around yourself that absorbs damage. But actually, what I do need to do, I'm dumb. Hold on. I'm immediately changing my HUD layout yet again. I apologize. I'm in awe like the child girl I am. I am in awe. Leave me alone. I'm in so much awe right now. Ah. And then hotbar 2 also needs to be... Wait. 3x4 or 4x3? No, 3x4 is fine. This is good. This is good. Then... What's cross hotbar? What is a cross hotbar? Is the controller hotbar? I can ignore it. Perfect. Good. Because I was gonna. That there. Save. Move things. Cool. I'll fix that around later on, but yes. This is so cool. I'm gonna go pick up some of these. Boop. Oh my god. Wait, how did you hit the ground over here when you were all the way over there? How'd you hit the ground over here when you were over there? Because you were moving, oh my god. That's so cool. Hey, just move the fudging cross hotbar. I don't want to get out of here. I wish the parameter bar could be like not annoyingly. Hold on, I can actually change the size of this. I am dumb. Yes, I am messing around with my inventory right now. I apologize. But I do be like this. This is really annoying, but it'll Yay! And then I don't know, I can have other stuff in the center. We know who you are. Oh, you got Pat looking into it as well? Oh my god, that's great. Caster uses a sword to... Oh my god, red mage. I'm eyeing a red mage. This is so cool. We could be a little guild. We need to not be free to play to be a guild. Oh my god, there's another player running through. This game is... It has so much. It has so much. It has so much. I also need to keybind my fudging hotbar 3 slots. Slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4, slot 5. Slot 6? Why'd that not work? Why can I not do Control Shift Q? Why can I not use Control Shift Q? No, so I use Control, Beth, because Control is what my mouse buttons are set to. So I don't actually need to press Control at all, and I never do press Control because my mouse is set for that. But why can I not do Control Shift Q? Is Control Shift Q banned? Am I not allowed to use Control Shift and Q? Shouldn't be. It's not letting me do it. Control Shift Q. Q is set to strafe. I've unbound strafe. I've unbound strafe. This for losers? Yeah, the game was like, you're not allowed to use Control Shift Q. Maybe it's a system bound thing. Hold on. What does Control Shift Q do? It does nothing. So there's no reason for the game to not let me use it. That's really annoying. It was like super annoying. Works for you? Wow, I guess I am a loser then, huh? Or Shift Q. Well, I can press Q, so Q works. Control Q also works. Shift Q works. but not Control Shift Q? That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. Game's gonna take you 175 minutes. Wait for you. Look, by that time, I will be asleep. That's in 3 hours, Beth. I don't know what's going on in my end either, and it makes me sad. Oh well. Alas. Boom. Wait for me. I will be in bed. You want to see your little minion? Oh, always. Show me your little minion. Oh my god. Is that a little axolotl? Is that a little fudging? It is an axolotl. I love it. Focus target bar. Right there. Right fudging there. That's so cool. Pets to just follow you. I love that. Let's talk to Aldskiff. I'm Aldskiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. You'll most likely get patted by random people. Noted. Noted. Thank you. Some quest to deliver the blah blah, drag the items, or right click and hand over. Cool. As you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are a prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind to the sleep of death. I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than the althic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa Liminsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded into my very own ship. I think someone's been having a bit of fun with you, miss, but not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Can you be an herbalist as well? You can be a carpenter, blacksmith, armorer, goldsmith, leatherworker, weaver, alchemist, culinarian, miner, botanist, or fisher. So yes, you can be a botanist culinarian. Absolutely. Some items can be used, granting various effects such as instant HP restoration, attribute boosts, and more. Using an item is simple, selecting use from the subcommands. How do I access my fudging item? I'm gonna need to change that. All items with recast timers cannot be used again until the timer is expired. Botanist, culinarian, here we go. Wait, do you look different based on what classes, based on your like crafting class as well? Does she fight? No, I could. Yeah, shoot, you can actually change into your crafting classes. Holy fudging shoot. Oh my god, Beth. This is your future, Beth. This is your future. Right there. You've overstated your gear. Ah, yes, I know what that means. Wait, B is... Wait, gathering log? Oh, as in you'll gather the log for what you've gathered? Do I need to have that as an option? How important is my gathering log? Shortcuts. B. What if I do Control B? There. You won't need to use it unless you start gatherers. Well, I made it Control B, so it's fine. So it said if I hover over you, over your gear. I don't know what I'm looking at. You're like, you've overstated your gear, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Materia is used to overstat gear. I know what materia is. Materia is in Final Fantasy VII. That's my knowledge. That's all I got. So is that what the +1/+1 thing is? Is that what that means? She can... Right, gotcha. That's not confusing at all. Captain has some information that may benefit your standing. By way of thanks for delivering me scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. See, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of guild to be introduced to any adventurers I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsel and Minster so close. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past minutes. Are you learning this, AJ? Because I'm not, and I'll rely on you to handle it. You cannot rely on me, because I know nothing. I'm not learning. I mean, I'm not taking any of this in. I'm trying my best to be like, ah, yes, I understand. I get it. I get it. I'm not going to remember this come tomorrow. At all. I suggest you take this information and speak with Glazrael, the guard who stands at entrance, so that never hurts the show spirit corporation. You're just babbling. No, you're good. I appreciate it. I'm just like, I'm not going to remember this. And I feel bad, but I won't. You need to remember this. I won't. I won't remember this. You'll be learning MMOs. Oh, true. I at least already know MMOs. Oh my god, I can jump so high. I can jump higher than a... Can I jump higher than a rabbit? I can jump higher than a rabbit. You can fish anywhere there's water, which is funny to show new players. The last MMO you played like this was MapleStory. Isn't MapleStory like completely different to this? I may be wrong. I may be so wrong. Gymnasium of the Brigadier Consortium seeks the services of a conveniently unoccupied adventurer. Excuse me, miss, but you might have a moment or two to spare. You seem the type who enjoys being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery of the dutiful sisters of the Elder Weiss. Similar, but simpler. Gotcha. I've never played MapleStory. Like, ever. I can move the chat, but this changes everything. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't... That looks so weird. I don't know why. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not advertise their presence here in Limsel and Minster. They do provide a rather unique service of which the Brigadier Consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to the doorman, along with our profuse gratitude. Give package. Let's attune myself to the Aetherite. Edelweiss? Fudging. Words are hard, okay? Words are hard. Another novice adventure. Aye, Baderon has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. Not Edelweiss. Look, I did not consider the fact that it was a V pronunciation instead of a W because the words in this game are so difficult and I'm tired. I'm Sindimal. It's German at 9. I know it's German. One of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city is also my charge to provide guidance and use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Turn and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of aetherites and their connection to the flow of the aether. As these devices are found in almost every corner of Yorza, any adventurer worthy of the name shall risk to seek out and attune herself to each one. Sound of music? What about it? What about it? What? Once you've expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. They have a whole song. Beth, why do you assume I know this song exists? Why do you assume I know any songs exist? Why do you assume I know music? You have a spell that allows you to blow up? What, are we talking like a fudging Voltorb using Explode? Self-destruct? Edelweiss? I don't know because I don't know music. Hiss. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your question. Literally what the spell is called. What, it's called self-destruct? Hold on, I need to see it once I'm out of this cutscene. You can now use the return spell. Let me yell at you. No! Here we go. Let's see you blow up. That's unfortunate. The spell return can be used to instantly travel back to the Aetheryte you set as your home point. Casting a spell does not require any MP and be accessed, but the sole limitation is it can only be cast once every 15 minutes. Earth time! You're no joke actually dead. I can't revive you. Only one home point may be set. To make an Aetheryte your new home, right click on a crystal. It's already my home point. Okay. Wait, visit another world server? You can jump from one world server to the next? I mean, I'm assuming I still have to stay in Materia, but I can like go from one to the next. That's pretty cool. So it doesn't matter what server you like create on. Loot the body. You don't loot bodies in MMO. Oh, they're gone. How busy Ravana? I think I'll pass on that for now. I think I'll pass for now. Let's go this way. Devon is a quieter server. Gotcha. I mean, it's still quite a few people around, though. Like, this isn't too bad. Sweet Nix is a beauteous, gubby, and craftsy smart trade maker. My computer would melt down and bake waffles. Look, my computer isn't that bad, but while streaming, it would melt down and bake waffles. Sweet Nix makes busy deal with Uplanders. Need delivery letter to Gates of Mealvan, but Sweet Nix has shiver shakes. That's what it said, Beth. Uplander walks to Gates of Mealvan for Sweet Nix. Uplander delivers letters to Tax Lady Pataja. I hate these pronunciations. Like, with a burning passion. There's so many of those green quests, you can do them if you want to, but it's very easily sidetracked if you get every quest. I'm gonna grab them all. I'm grabbing them all. Every single one. Grab. I'm here to experience the grabby questy grab. There are hundreds. All of them. Grabbing them all. Your initiative is appreciated, adventure. I'll have the captain place the yellow jackets on high alert. And while I have you here, I need you to visit Fredrib and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down. Yeah, no, I really do. I love lore. I play these games for the lore. I play them for the stories. I am fudging having a great time. Join the party? Why not? Unable to join party. There we go. I had to be out of the conversation. You formed a party. Parties make it possible to tackle challenges. Party chat mode we communicate solely, blah. While in party, list of your party's members are displayed on the left side of the screen. It can be used to quickly identify each member's condition. You can also target party members by clicking their name. Nice. Party will sometimes be rewarded boosts. If your party is receiving one of these bonuses, will be indicated by party bonuses icon. Remember, your parties are all the in-game embodiment of real living people and chances you'll see them online again. Karma is alive and well. Treat people well. Do good, don't do bad. Oh no! Did it accept the quest and then not, like, tell me... Okay, swears to see security tighten in the area and also... Oh, I didn't read the whole quest before I backed out. Rude. Okay, well, I know I gotta do that then. There's my sprint! Okay, I see how it works now. So it's got a 1 minute cooldown, but it only lasts for 20 seconds. Here's missing lore. Oh no, I know, I'm so upset. Look at me run! Look at me run! Look at me run! That's where range classes come in handy. Greetings, miss. Might interest you in the services of a retainer. What's this? Some suspicious seafarers on the prowl for gullible adventurers. A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travelers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavory activities can go unnoticed. What class did I choose? I chose... Give me a sec. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. I chose the Arcanist class. But the thing about this game, Beth, is you can swap classes or jobs whenever you want. Apparently. Or maybe not whenever, but like you can swap you're not stuck with one class or job per character. You can have multiple. I don't know how you change them, but you can have multiple, so you're not stuck. You're locked out of your account? Retsky, how? You can give you a less fast sprint constantly called Peloton, but it only works outside of combat. Oh, okay, that's cool. Since the armory system in Final Fantasy allows you to change your class or job by simply changing the weapon or tool in your main hand. That's how you change your class. You just change whatever tool is in your main hand. That's cool. Gear can take up tremendous amount of space, which is why adventurers carry an armory chest. The fudge is an armory chest. The items. That's cool. You search info, you can see your levels. You can be a dancer, you can. You got password app got wiped and you didn't unlink the two-factor authentication. Oh no. Does that mean you have to make a new account, Retsky? Gear can take up a tremendous amount, which is why all adventurers carry an armory chest. All gear purchased, crafted, or found is automatically stored in this chest, leaving your inventory free with other items such as potions, crafting tools, and food. Oh my god, so the armory chest is where all gear goes? Oh my god, that's huge. Where do you find your armory chest? Oh, you just click on the thing and it will like... Actually, how does one access that armory chest? Character? Armory chest, control and I. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. That's actually really good to know. So I just equipped the ring because I could. Control I. I'm going to need to change my keybinds again. But that's fine. The armory chest is categorized and sorted by type and can be equipped or discarded directly from the chest interface. The armory chest can be accessed at any time. That is so fudging neat. I actually really like that so much. Okay, anyway, where was my control B? Gathering log. Control G. Oh, wait, I can't do that. Gathering log. Fudge. How? E. Control P is so hard to press. I'm not making it control P. Actually, I'll do it anyway. Where's control I? Control I. Control I. There we go. You can drag things from inventory to armory chest and vice versa. That is so nice. I like that so much. There's actually a really nice system, so your inventory is not clogged up by your things. That is so cool. You open it once, the location, and don't open it again. Fair enough. Well, good to know, because I'm even pressing it and nothing's popping up. So we love that for me. This is a main quest, right? Is this main quest? Okay, what does the arrow mean as opposed to the exclamation mark? Fine morning to you, madam. See, oh. Fudge. Right click and do search info. Oh my god, you're like max level for almost everything. How long have you been playing the game for? Oh, look at that. Search comments, she, they, X, Lord, Queen. That is so cool. You can put stuff in for your thing for when other people look you up. You're gonna work for a hot minute? Sure thing. Means continuation of a quest. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Oh, so this one here. I see. Go adventure play. Oh, it says when you're on as well what you do. Holy shoot. Mentor, role-playing, group pose, gold saucer, crafting, iron, sanctuary. I am in awe. That's so amazing. Fine morning to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorza, where every shelf groans on the weight of wonders born from all four corners. Fudge. I didn't mean to fudge. Pray browse the stores until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Can scale just that window as well. Oh my god, I keep doing that. I need to stop. Okay. People often make sites for things like roleplay venues. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's so cool. I didn't even know. And as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo, but recently arrived at the docks. You bear gifts and better on. Whatever could it... Ah, my octant. By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wrench along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. There's your thing, buddy. I really like this game so far. I haven't even gotten to the actual gameplay, like playing the game, the combat aspect of anything yet, and I'm just enjoying it. This is so fun. I'm most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a marcher merchant? If it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawk. Back when you were... I don't know what that means. Oh my god, I love it. What is it examining? The little circle thing. What is that? Is that a materia? I don't know. I cannot tell. I cannot tell. Just a gem. Nice. Lest you doubt, each guild you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline and magic. Within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. You met your partner in this game, we were both Lalafels. I love that. It's so crazy the types of people you can meet in games. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. The verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Oh, I will. Done. What was that? Oh my god, someone's name is not Happy Jan. Fudging love that. Minion spawning? Yes. So, Retsky, what's up? How's the locked out of your account going? You misadventure, I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current price. Surely I did not see you bulk at such a simple task. They enforced a merger of Steam and Square Enix accounts? Oh no. Surely, like... you can... I don't know. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with shop owners and glance over at their wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me: Iron Thunder, Kyokurun, and Sinihil. Write down all you see in this price list and hand it to Bang Sing on the West Hawker's Alley. He shall reward you for your service. You're stuffed? That sucks, Retsky. I mean, hopefully there's still another way for you to, like... I don't know, something. Experience earned by below level 80 is dramatically increased, and receiving a mentor new adventure return party. Okay. Well met, lass. Cast your peepers over these beauties. Not a spot of rust to be found. Every piece fresh from the forges of Naldic and Vimeles. Purchase Disciple Warp. Okay. Oh my god, look at this. So this is how you'd buy gear for, like, your other, things. Myriad of items can be bought and sold from vendors all across the Orza. Purchasing an item is as simple as clicking on an item in the inventory, while selling an item is as simple as dragging an item. You can also sell items by right-clicking them and selecting sell. If you happen to have a second thoughts about sale, you can always buy back, but only if you've yet to leave the area or log out the game. Both you and your partner's characters back when Lala and... Oh, that's adorable. Bug! Bye. That's adorable. I love that. Those are so cool. I know you guys can't see these, but they look so cool. Photos look so nice. This game is just... it's just so good. Where am I? I'm here. I need to get here. Let's go on an adventure. Look at me run. Look at me sprinting. I'm going so fast. Oh, look at me go. What is this thing? Is it an anteater? Like, what is it? Kyokurun welcomes... welcome customers. Kyokurun loves his lovely trade. Kyokurun's goods are goodly made. Okay, I spoke with him. What does he do? Apparently, he doesn't actually sell anything. That's super lame. This is a dancer? Hold up. What is that weapon? It's a frisbee blade. Oh my god. Holy shit, it's so flashy and bright. So flashy and bright. I love it. But it's so flashy and bright. A fine morning to you, miss. What can I interest you in to... Why, you seem interested in most everything, don't you? Oh, what'd you give me? There's another one of those investigations where I have nothing to hide. Sharing the effects of certain actions executed by a dance partner companion. Damage dealt... I don't know what I've got. Esprit stand... Okay. Damage dealt is increased and the gauge is increasing when you or the party member designated your dance partner executes a weapon skill or casts a spell. That's awesome. I have no skills. I am an unskilled peasant. You're the one that made a list for Swaz Ballot. Let's have it then. Here you go. It's just starting from scratch. That sucks, Retsky. That sucks so much. You can give buffs as your dance partner. Some classes tether the players. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Nothing wrong with the markets as far as I can tell. You oftentimes get pirates selling stolen goods at cutthroat prices, and that drives numbers down right across the alley. Thanks to these reports, so we can tell at a glance when shady dealings are taking place. Good work. But not tonight because work. That's valid. Are you still at work, Retsky? Or you're just saying because you've got work tomorrow, so you're not going to start tonight? That probably makes more sense. Weren't you also playing Diablo with Selzik? It's Monday. Yes. Yes, it is. Processing. Sage can heal a tethered player whenever they do DPS. Oh, that's really cool. I do like that. What I need to do really quickly. Keybind. And I know I'm constantly going my freaking keybinds. For slot 1, slot 2, then slot 12. That way, I can run with the press of a button. Most sprouts are like this. Wait, like what? What'd I do? Just not knowing what I'm doing? Running around, being confused? Where is Sweet Nick's of those import records? Without the proper documentation, I'm afraid we'll have to expel him from the city. Don't worry, I got them. Why, these are Sweet Nick's records. Glad I am to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you'd think that goblin would have lost his fear of our officers by now. Every month he has to submit these papers, and every month his tidiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows proper procedure, Limsa Liminsa is quite welcoming of foreign traders. Pray convey these words to Sweet Nick's. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. Grabbing every quest, constantly adjusting hardened options, getting confused with the maps. Right. Look, I have to. I gotta. You have another quest. I'm picking it up. Here at Mealvan's Gate, we inspect all the goods that are imported into Limsa Liminsa and collect the duty as the law required. Some merchants seek to evade this obligation, and we must chase them down. I'd be grateful if you could deliver the 2 ledgers, one to a man named Sundamil, whom you'll find at the Octon, and the other to a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. Question, do different races have different starting zones? If you're uncertain as to the whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Sundamil when you meet him and he'll point you in the right direction. We both find fantasy new. Yes, Beth, this is what I've been trying to say. I'm a noob. I can't remember and teach you these things because I don't know things. Different classes have different starting areas. Gotcha. Noted. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here we research and develop the field of Arcanema. Arcanema is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. They start in the city with their guild. Oh, so each city has like a particular guild for the particular like job. I see. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? The roots of Arcanema can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formula were further developed into arcane geometries. Precise patterns allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. These mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as alchemists. The school of Arcanema was born. I still have to teach you. Fudge you, Beth. I'm not teaching you squat. Many such mages wishing to expand their understanding of the world took to the seas aboard trading vessels. On their arrival in Limsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciples. As such, Admiral Merylweb, counting several wielders of Arcanema among her personal staff, became concerned this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. Marauders and Arcanists start in Limsa, Thorn-Toad Gladiation Pilgers start in Older, and Archer, Lance, and Conjurer start in Gridania. So, okay, so there are 3 starting cities. Gotcha. Noted. Cool. I brain just reset itself for a second. You go by all of them. Yeah, I'm assuming you'll like go to all of them throughout the like main story or whatever. Complex and demanding nature of Arcanema, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Oh, what is this plus symbol? Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? I am intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking. You're gonna leave a bomb next. Excuse me. What? Hold on. Wait. No. I don't. Wait. Hold. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Your sound judgment is to be commit. Oh, it was a healing bomb. I think. It's okay then. The sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guildmaster that you might convey your intentions in person. Healing. Okay, good. I was panicking for a second. I mean, I knew it wouldn't actually do any damage to me. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he's unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Thurbergem. These names are not going to get any easier to pronounce, are they? She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You'll find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy, though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcome. Paladins can turn into just turn into one. Show me. Oh, that's really cool. I can't show you any of my skills because the only one I have, this one. Oh, I guess I have this. I don't know what it does. Creates a barrier around yourself that absorbs damage totaling 20% of your maximum HP. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I figured as much. Like, if you're behind you, they get the damage reduction. That's so neat. I must say, everything looks so flashy and cool. Yes, I am Thubagim. Thubagim. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Muri has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. To great length, and I took in none of it. Turbagum. Don't worry, Beth, I got it. You can turn off other party member spell effects. No, I don't mind it. Like, I quite like it. I can just see, like, when it gets to, like, dungeons and, like, raids or whatever, it might be a bit much. Allow me, then, to expound upon its nature. No. Arcanema taps into the living energies of Aether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle and the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. Core to the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary, even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle. A tube of gum? If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze the situation from moment to moment and respond. The study of Arcanema will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Are you prepared to reason? An unambiguous response, the kind I must prefer. Let's see now if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Nocia, you'll find among others 3 species of pest: wharf rats, little ladybugs, and Aurelia. Nods. I also you employ your skill in Arcanema to eradicate 3 of each types of creature. How's this got to do with knowledge? The 3 party types, which are 1 tank, 1 heal, 2 DPS for dungeons, 2 tank, 2 healer, 4 DPS for raids and trials, and the big 3 tank, 6 healer, 15 DPS for alliance raids. Are you smart? Me. So the first 2 I'm very familiar with because they're very similar to like World of Warcraft and stuff. But the alliance raids, the 3 tank, I am not familiar with 3. 3 tank, 6 healer sounds insane. Leave the sea through Tim's gate. You'll soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. I am yawning. I apologize. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. You want to be a healer? Raids most in this game are square or circle platform with a single boss. Yeah, I've heard that the raids in this game are just a single boss and there aren't any like trash mobs or anything. Which I'm not sure. I mean, look, I don't know if I'll even get to the point of raiding anyway, so. Several of those and sure, gotcha. Once you return from completing this trial, I welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. Oh my god, I get to fight things. I need to go back to the great big... It's a 50... Okay, I'm not... No. I was thinking of warping, or like returning, but I'm like, it's 15 minutes. What do these do? Ethernet shards? Alliance is a problem more like your WoW aids. Yeah, a little bit. Except the size is huge. Changing these shards grants you access to the city state's Ethernet. The Ethernet can be used for quick intra-city travel. Oh, that's good. Have I missed? I did miss one in Hawker's Alley. Well, going to Hawker's Alley. City quick travel. City quick travel. Can't believe I missed the big one out here. I'm also going to swap those around. Actually, no, I'm not. Like how hard the standard raids can be. Your static is... What is a static? Is on our 5th 2-hour session for one of the current tier. Oh, so they're like big and... Big and raidy. What? What am I saying? I don't even know. You're only halfway through it. Noted. Uplander delivered letter to Gate of Mealvan. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Tax Lady Patarja has kind backwards for Sweetnix. Sweetnix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady Patarja. Phoenix is happy gobby. Gives Uplanders jingly shine. Goblins are weird, man. You don't have the attention span for what? City quick travel? Like dance routine where if you F up, you die. Noted. We love that. It seems like I gotta go upwards. Oh, for raids. Right. No, raids I don't expect you would ever do, Beth. I mean, hell, I don't even know if I'm going to do them. I've only ever done raids in World of Warcraft, and that was with my guild. You'd be like, what? Yeah, they're lengthy. They be lengthy as fudge. Oh my god, there were so many quests. I'm still wanting to do them all. I still want to do them all. Straw Hat, hello, wee wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Ah, there you are, Mimily. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did ye? If you mean to base yourself in Lima Laminsa, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3. Now you've got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old Baderon and you'll go far. Why am I a Lalafell? Because why not? Oh my god, I leveled up! I have a healing ability. Okay. I have a healing spell. Okay, okay, hold. Arranging my thing. Summons. Where do I normally have my summons? Healing spell goes there. What is this big thing? Final Fudgery the 14th. well. Lodgery the 18th. There you go. If you look on the right half of the pic, that's how many mechanics in a 10-minute fight. What the fudge? Okay, yep, they're big mechanic things. Gotcha, noted. Do that when you can. What, this? This thing? This thing right here? This thing right there? That thing right there? That thing right there? That thing? That thing is helpful. Greetings, I'm one of the Smiths, the Stoker of Fires and Forger of Futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventures. I see you have but recently taken up the Adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we seek new adventures as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by the title of Mentor. Oh hey, that's you! That's you, Tanaka, that's you! Look at how your necks are craned to each other! You're so right! Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution to whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventure. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you'd like to know more. The new adventure status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures. The seasoned players known as mentors. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience. Upon invitation, new adventurers also gain access to a Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginner players. What will you do? What is a new adventurer? They're champions of tomorrow and nascent stars of limitless potential. Okay. What is a Novice Network? No one sets foot upon the adventurer's path without knowing all there is to know. Mentors are there to answer your questions. Be sure to make the most of their wisdom. Okay. This is literally just like tutorial tips. Okay, so he didn't help me with combat at all. You lied to me. It did nothing. That's fine. Oh my god, there are so many quests around here and I want to pick up them all. I want all of them. I want all of them. All of them. Level capped. Nah, I don't really care for the Novice Network, if I'm being honest. I'm just here to chill. Oh, I'm gonna pick up all these quests. It can be something at times. Yeah, no, my experience with like new friendly channels or whatever is very questionable. You're not joining it? Yeah, nah, exactly. Still in Limsa, are you, Memily? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summitford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stairwin, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirates, if you can believe that, and has been trying to build a bit of a life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. He mentioned needing another and or two, and your name sprang to mind. You're on there unless you see someone struggling. Fair. Want to ask questions? Find a friendly guild. Yeah, like, if I have questions, the chat log is not my first place. Look, honestly. I gave you glowing recommendations to make sure you work hard and impress them. Need directions, a place hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. Well, I'm gonna pin that to the top, but I'm not gonna do it because I want to do all these other quests. What is your name, Mimily? So Beth, this is a lore accurate name because the Lalafell of my clan, I forget what fudging one I picked, have their name in a set pattern, and this is the pattern. It's AABAB. June's Folk. Thank you, Tanaka. And I appreciate the invitation to DM you if I need help. Zoom up on your eyes for a sec. Don't tell me the eyes are not lore accurate. Don't tell me the eyes aren't lore accurate. Don't tell me the eyes aren't lore accurate. See how you don't got prequels. Oh yeah, no, I know that. That's because June's Folk don't have prequels. And then the other ones do have like cat-like pupils. Oh, I had a moment where I was like, oh no. They do, but wait, what? So bright and shiny. So bright and shiny eyes. Pupils covered by a thin glossy membrane to keep out the sand. Yes, that's what the description I read said. Which is super cool. I like that. Information that, unlike last time, is sure to be of interest to you. AJ, to what you've said, I say this. Nerd. To what you say, I say this. We being new. Oh, you've returned. I hope you do not harbor any ill will towards me for my earlier deception. You see, I believe most important lesson for a green adventure is to learn that she should always question the motives of everyone she meets. If I have given the fence, allow me to make it up to you with some advice. Tell me, have you visited the Eyes outside the Tempest Gate past Madman Bridge? Sentry station, they keep watch over the road, and when trouble arises, they sometimes turn to outside help. If you wish to make a name for yourself as an adventurer, you should speak with Ancruta at the Eyes and offer yours. The same with the cats. Gotcha. I do like how they've got that, like, explanation, I guess. It's very cool. I am going to change my HUD layout again, because I do be like this. I'm going to move my experience bar upwards. Is there, like, no ability to, like, center it properly? I can't tell if this is centered or not, and that sort of annoys me. A little bit. Teensy tiny bit. Teeny weeny bit. Numpad for fine tuning. Oh shoot, look at that. That's actually amazing. I did not know. I did not know. It still doesn't help with telling, like, if I'm, like, in the center up there or not, though. That's unfortunate. I mean, it looks centered enough, I think. I hope. I really hope. It's not centered with my camera, though. What the fudge is that? A catfish? That is so fudging cool. Whoops. Oh my god. I love that so much. I love that so much. You do not understand. I'm messing with my HUD. Hold up. Okay, that should be more centered, hopefully. That's amazing. Oh my god, you're... Oh, man. What is this name? Sadojbi? Sadojbi. This is definitely not centered. These days, poor Baderon's so busy looking after the others, he hasn't been able to look after himself. He deserves something for his efforts. Whenever he's in his cups and starts speaking of the old days, he never fails to mention Orelay. Seems he and his mates used to eat the creatures on occasion. Obviously still has some fond memories of that life, so I'm thinking a few umbrellas might be something you'd appreciate. You help me by procuring 4 of them. That's the Seeker of the Sun. What, this person? The NPC? Noted. The S means from the Mikote's S clan. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that lore explanation. If you're willing to help speak with Clindrail by the After Castle, she knows where various wild beasts congregate. Oh my god, look at the little pets. Okay. 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 Where to... Oh my god, there's so many quests. What's Kermit the Frog doing? Wait, what? Holy shoot! Oh, they're not Kermit the Frog anymore. It was all a ruse, Retsky. We were fooled. We were fooled by a Kermit the Frog lookalike. I healed you. See, I can be helpful. Anyway. Let's go up this way and grab a ton of quests for literally no reason other than we can and I want to. Run! Morden would like to make you a completely legal proposition. Well, this already has me questioning everything. You want for coin venturer? How'd you fancy working for the Kraken's Arms, one of the greatest pirating crews in Limsa? If you're interested, take yourself up these dear steps to the balcony above and talk to Carvalen, our captain. Do right by him and he'll do right by ye. Not sus at all. Let's do it. So Dojibi was their actual name and the S was from the clan. Umber, hello, wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. What's up? Greetings, friend, and welcome to the 7th Sage, purveyors of the finest spices from the East. All our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Anytime you see a different thing as, say, male Mako of Sun's name, which is similar to female, but will either have Tia or none at the end. All these naming conventions are like so cool, but I'm never going to remember any. Oh, you do not seek spices but employment. Well then, let us speak of how you might be service to our organization. Our misery returned from our latest voyage bearing exotic spices never before seen in the Orza. I have prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. The first is for Grenade, whom you'll find at the Coral Tower. The second is for Master Lingzath, the head chef of the Bismarck. And do make certain the right person gets the right set. Go now and return here once you've accomplished the task. You're thinking an arrow and a coat. Those are my other options as well that I was thinking of. But I thought you wanted to be a little person. A Lullafell. There's only one nun in the tribe there, the dominant male, and the only one that gets to have fun. Oh. Right. I see. This is for high level, isn't it? This here. Oh, this isn't for high level. This is are these other, you want to be pretty. Are these for like the other jobs? Is that what these quests are for? Oh, okay. I'm going to save them for later then. I'm going to save them for later. You want to be pretty? Wow. You saying I don't look pretty, Beth? Oh, what'd I just do? I put out my weapon. Oh, that's cool. Wait, what does it do? All others. I have no idea what this does. Anyway. But in the headquarters, Yellow Jackets keeps the peace and limbs of Liminsa. Is there aught I can assist you with? Yeah, have a sampler. A sampler of spice courtesy of the 7th Sage, you say? There's no mistake, this is fire sand, and the kind used by the Garland besides. Quite intriguing. Very well, we'll consider placing an order. Oh, you thought you'd bought me spice? I see you're not familiar with Carvelanisms. For the sake of convenience, he uses spice to refer to literally anything he's procured on the high seas. Just book out, book in. That's so cool. Toggles the auto attack. Gotcha. Lest you worry, the man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one, who represents Liminsan interests in the eastern lands. So, he wasn't lying when he said it was all legal goods. What world did I pick? Zervan. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing of late, though I suspect you've already heard the rumors. It is essential we ascertain their safety. To this end, I've prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind as to deliver it to my colleague and Bulwark Hall? Daliko is her name. Many thanks in advance, friend. We're going on a journey, Tarka. We're going all over the place. Going on a journey. Going on a journey. Going on a big journey. You learn dances considered a DPS? Interesting. Wait. How do I have to go up? Is that how this works? Me wandering around like a headless chicken. Dances ranged. Nice. New sample for Summer Sage. All right, let's have a whiff of it then. Beep. Ain't smelled nothing like it before. The note as came with it says it's a root that grows in Orchard. Last I heard, Orchard was on Imperial Wheel. Out of the 7 hells did Cavalain manage to get hold of this? Any road, I reckon I can cook up some fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend. I did the good. Also, I assume is that this is if you want to be a culinarian, you can go here to learn how to cook. You're invisible? We spend no effort to ensure all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, and so it is doubtly hurtful when someone decides to leave without settling the bill. Nary a bell ago, first-time patron did just that. If you're invisible, why can I see you? Very vaguely. Is that like a stealth ability to get like past mobs and stuff? Sushmo is the one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. She is quite upset by the whole affair and has taken it upon herself to draw the illustration of the offender. Might I trouble you to deliver the yellow jackets on our behalf? Should be done adding the finishing touches by now. Yep, that's so cool. Love stealth classes. I mean, I love stealth, but I hate playing stealth classes, which is funny. Maybe this game will be different. Beg your pardons, good man, but you're an adventurer, are you not? I realize this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our lighters. We are in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon-arriving guests, but I fear we are short on fresh lamb for the main course. I'd be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it'd be quickest to obtain these directly from the source, wild lambs. In case you are unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Ablefar, a sentry stationed in Bulwark called below the Drowning Ridge. Did I already attune to this? I did. There was someone I had to speak to in here somewhere. There you are. I poured my heart and soul into that grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Godabar at the Coral Tower. He'll know what to do. Now I go to the tower this way. Come with me, we are going on a journey. Welcome back. It would seem both samples were rather well received, and this is in no small part due to our affable courier. There's a class that just gives you a gun. Nice. This is unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of the years does not fade overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. Oh my god. There it is. The gun class. I love that. I love that. Yet the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. The Admiral's blessing, we engage in a form of trade with Glow Island ships. Everything we do, you may rest assured, is within the law. Yay, I did a quest. I love how you're just following me around. Oh my god, why have you got like no health? Is that what happens when you change class? Your health goes to like nothing? Here, look, I'll help. I assisted. Where is the quest? There it is. You went from low level to high. Oh, I see. I didn't realize you were low level. That makes sense. Bilk at the Bismarck, and you have an artist's rendition of the man. I do. What in the 7 hells is this supposed to be? It looks more like the prow of a ship than a man's face. Look, we would like nothing more than bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty, after all. However, we'll need a little bit more to go on than this piece of art. All tanks have an invulnerability light variant for each tank. Gotcha, right, yep. Makes sense. Be easiest for all involved if Sushmo were to come here and answer some questions. Please relate to her as much. Okay. We're going back! Back! To the future! Gunbreaker, the class you're playing has a long one, but one side effect to it, which is this. Am I about to see it? I have a feeling I'm about to see something. Hey Jay, I want to play now. Beth, you got to install. Okay, so you're invulnerable for a bit. 4 seconds later, 3, 2, 1. What's the downside? Oh, it drops you to 1 HP. Oh, I thought that was just because you changed class. I see. I thought that was just because you changed class, but no, it's just the invulnerability drops you to 1 HP. Very useful. I imagine you'd use that when you're like really low on HP anyway, and you just want to be invulnerable so you don't die. Because that way your healers can get you up, I'm assuming. That would be my assumption, but that might be very wrong. Ah, so you've spoken with good about. Bwahaha, within the bell, the Yellow Jackets will have that swindly scoundrel locked in a dungeon cell, and then I'll take my filleting knife and... Huh? He wants me to go to Cold Tower for questioning? But what more information does he want that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't a picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? No. Your art sucked. Go back. There's one as well for Dark Knight, which is if you do hit 0 during the invulnerability period, you go into an invulnerable state where you have to be max healed before the timer. Oh. That sounds like a lot of work for the healers. Obviously, like, that's the whole point, but it does seem like a lot of work. Going this way now. After I, like, turn... Oh, God. There's still a few more quests to pick up and stuff. I'm just trying to think, because I should be ending stream soon, because I have to get up really early tomorrow. I could just end now, but... I don't know. And Breaker's the one that makes healers pee themselves. Oh no, those poor healers. Okay. So, what I might do, I'm thinking, is I end the stream here because I have uni very early tomorrow and it goes all day, so I'll need to be like get some sleep for my energy and stuff. So I end the stream here. I'm not planning on streaming tomorrow because I'll get home from uni really late and I'll just want to chill. But we'll see. Keep an eye on the Discord because I might just be like, lol, I'm streaming anyway, haha. But I probably won't be. But I'll definitely be streaming again Wednesday. Got a good thing for me to end stream on? Okay, what's up? Where are you? Where'd you go? Where are you? There you are. Luck early uni, thank you, Locke. It's gonna be a long day. Talk to this guy, the innkeeper. Welcome to the Mizumas Inn. Fledgling adventurer, are you? I'm sorry, lass, but I can't let you stay until Baderon gives a say-so. You just keep working away, and I'm sure he'll add your name to the list before long. You tried your best, but you don't succeed. You get what you want, but not what you need. That's okay. I've still got my rest experience, like, leveling up anyway, even though it's probably slower than the bed. So we'll continue on from here next time. We'll grab some of these, like, quests down to the south. And then, do the quests down here. And then we'll leave the city at some point, probably. There's a lot going on. The player has left the area. Quack! Why did ducks cost 3? Well, I won't be able to do ducks tonight anyway, though, look, because I do need to head out. For uni tomorrow, so we can't do ducks. But what we can do is find someone to give a little raid to. See who's live, who's streaming right now. Thanks for everyone stopping by and for watching the stream. I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting to get so many people, like, watching me play yet another fudging brand new game. Because I've been jumping from game to game so much recently, and I apologize. It do be like that sometimes. Sure thing. Thank you very much, Tanaka. I appreciate it. We're going to go say hi to... Who the fudge do we say hi to? Back on the never finishing a game streak. Look, it's not like that, okay? Not like that. It's just I haven't yet found a game I want to, like, focus on, spend all my time on. So I've been jumping from game to game to game, trying to find something that, like, clicks. And I think this might be it, because I really enjoyed that. So this will probably last me for a little while. I don't know how long, but a little while. We're gonna say hi to Lol Mighty. Lol Mighty is playing Oxenfree, which I fudging loved Oxenfree. If you guys have never seen Oxenfree before, it is a fantastic experience. A lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. I don't know exactly where he is on Oxenfree because I don't recognize it by sight, but anyway, go say hi to Lol Mighty. Thanks everyone for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a pleasure streaming for you as per usual. Tanaka, thank you for the phone, for all your help with the game. I really appreciate it because I know sometimes dealing with new players is... Anyway, top message for subs. If you're subbed, use the top one. Bottom one for non-subs. Sending me love and support and all your sort of raid fun little things and majigs. And go say hi to Almighty. I'll catch you on the time zone. Take care, everyone. Have fun. Goodbye, and don't die or I will cry because I am really sad at dealing with death. Bye.